We are here in Skagway today. We just got off the Carnival Spirit and we are going to get on a bus over here with Chilkoot Charter and Tours. We've booked this outside of the cruise line on our own, and we are going to take the Yukon rail and bus excursion. If you go on this excursion or any of these train excursions where you're going to be going into Canada, make sure you bring your passport off the ship because you're going to need it coming back the opposite way. So it's a full day. I think it's like a 7.5 hour tour or 7-hour tour. So it's going to be amazing. So let's go get on our bus before it takes off without us.
All right, so our bus is filling up here. I think we got a pretty good bus. Let's take a look and see if we're on the rowdy bus or not, shall we? Are we gonna be the rowdy party bus today or what, everybody? That's right. So I guess that's all you get about 7:30 in the morning here. Things will pick up a little bit as the day progresses, but it's a beautiful morning here. Like we mentioned, the first part of the tour, they're gonna take us over to the train. We got the train ride. Then we're gonna be coming back down. We got 2 folks that we're waiting on, and then we're gonna be on our way. And we got another bus full of folks from the group too, so it's gonna be very cool. We'll be seeing them all at different stops throughout the day, so we won't miss out on our other friends.
We just got off the bus, and now we are gonna board the train here. We're doing the train part of the excursion first, and we are getting on car number 205. So let's jump on.
All right, so one of the cool parts about the train ride here is not only they have people coming through and talking a little bit. Mason is called a walking or moving tour guide. He comes through, talks about some of the things we're seeing. They also have some stuff coming in over the loudspeaker, talking about all the things we're seeing. So it's a nice tour aspect here, and they give you the breakdown of what you're actually seeing outside. Here in the car, it's pretty nice. They got a bathroom in here. It's quite comfortable, temperature controlled. But the coolest thing is you can walk out this door here, and you can go out on the platform and be right out there and see what exactly is going on. Let's go out there, get a little bit of wind in our hair, and take a look at that sweet, sweet smell of nature here as we climb the Yukon Trail. All right, so this is pretty awesome. We're actually out here on the platform. You can see, you can just see everything. It's unbelievable. It's gorgeous out here. The beauty, the nature, it's awesome. Let's take a better look. Well, this train ride has been awesome. I think we're getting to the summit, to the top of, I don't know, what do you call it? We're getting to Fraser. That's what it is.
That's what it is. Yeah.
You know what, Sharon? I'm going to believe you because you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Coming into Canada, or we may already be in Canada. I'm not really sure about that. But I know we are going to have to show our passports shortly before we can turn around and head back on the bus. Then I'm excited because we're going to go have lunch. We're going to get to play with the dogs at the dog mushing camp.
Yeah.
Go to a couple of museums, so I'm excited about that. I want to see the dogs and I want to eat. I'm pretty hungry because we got up so early this morning. Didn't really have a chance to eat before we left. So
that's right. And you know, it's also very cool. Emma was the young lady who was giving us the announcements, talking to us the whole time. We were debating whether or not it was a pre-recorded person or a real person. Turns out it was a real person. It was Emma. So thanks, Emma, for stopping to take a picture and breaking down everything we need to know about the train ride up here to Fraser. It was awesome.
Yeah, it's been beautiful. Just gorgeous. The weather is amazing today. The sun's coming out, and it's going to be a great day.
And here we go. We are at the border. That's it. The big border. And looks like our bikes are, guys, our bikes are here. Our bikes are here on the left. We're going to ride them down. Here we go. We have been cleared by customs, and we are now deboarding the train. Woo, look at this. It is gorgeous. Just gorgeous out here. Can you believe this weather? Well, that was awesome. Our tour guides, Ethan for our bus and Mike for the other bus, they kind of put a little thing together, took us all out here to the lake, got a great group photo. Here, we'll take a look right here. All right, well, we just got off the bus for a minute to take a little group picture since there's a bunch of us here between the two buses. It is just beautiful out here. Let me show you. You don't want to see my ugly mug. What do you think?
Oh, it's gorgeous out here. And the weather, I mean, it's warm. Well, kind of warm.
It's crazy. I could have worn my shorts, Sharon.
You could have.
Could have worn my shorts.
Yeah!
Love it.
That's beautiful right there.
Yeah, you guys. Good that you're here.
And look at this. One last look. This is just gorgeous. They say there are some monster-sized trout in here. Up to 30 pounds of lake trout. So a little something to look forward to. If you're doing some fishing out here. Here's Ethan, our tour guide, doing a great job for us. How awesome was that? And these are just all the people from the group. There's plenty more back on the ship doing some other things, but these are all the ones that chose to do this full 7.5 hour tour today with us. So that was super cool. And now we'll see where we go next. Our next stop here is along Tagish Lake. I guess it's about 90 miles long. Not quite as deep as the last lake we were at, Lake Tishi, I think, which means like Black Lake. But our tour guide, Ethan, he's awesome. He's talking to us about how the glaciers came over the mountains, kind of smoothed them out, and they would pull pieces of the mountain off and then deposit them. And right out here, there's an island out there, which used to be part of the mountain over here. But the glacier pulled it out and deposited there, and then the water filled in around it. So it was pretty amazing stuff. So the sights out here, just breathtaking, just fabulous. Sharon, what do you think about all this?
It's gorgeous. I mean, it's just beautiful.
It is gorgeous. And what about the weather we're having here today, huh?
Yeah, it's warm. The skies are blue. It's sunny, and we overdressed for the occasion, but we layered up so we could strip off some of these layers and still be comfortable. So always wear your layers in Alaska.
All right, here we are. This is kind of a weird thing to come across, but it's called the Carcross Desert. We are right outside of a town called Carcross, and that's kind of a combination of Caribou Crossing is where they got the name. Of course, I didn't know any of this beforehand. I just listened to Ethan, the tour guide. And this they call the Carcross Desert because most of what you see here on the ground that looks like sand is actually silt that was left here by the glacier water that came through here. This part of this area that we're in right here at one time was all just underwater, and when it all ran off into the Yukon River, it left behind all this sand, which is really mostly silt.
Wow, look at how far back it goes.
They said it's about a square mile of an area here. They built the road right into it, so you can see a little bit of it across the road there. I don't know, it's just interesting things. You know, you get a good tour guide and you really learn a lot of cool stuff. Well, we made it here into the food hall, is what it seems to be. We got off of our little bus. We all got some stickers on our jackets. And then we just were guided right in. There were guys throwing plates of food at us, and we came in here. They have some coffee, tea, iced tea, water. They had a little place where you can buy Coke, beer, stuff like that as well. So it's just a nice little setup. Take a look at this food. We got some chicken, potato, coleslaw. There's some donuts and bread over here too you can check out. So now we're walking around, I don't know, the property here. It's pretty cool. They have so much different stuff. They got a gift shop here. There's some other little places where you can get little bites to eat. Wanda, who's with us, was just turning me on to some raspberry cheesecake ice cream, which was amazing. Thank you, Wanda. That was delicious. There's a taxidermy museum we're going to try to find here and check out. We got about an hour we mentioned earlier, so we're just looking around. So let's take a look and see what's going on here. So there's a sign there that says, "We don't live here, it's our Husky gym." So this is where the dogs come during the day. They get exercise, they get taken out, they run. It looks like they have water here, they've been fed, they all look good and healthy, in case you're wondering. But this is not their actual homes. This is where they come out for the day. So our tour guide talked a little bit about the dogs and the dog sled racing. And he mentioned, of course, the Iditarod, which is something that a lot of people are familiar with. And he also mentioned something called the Yukon Quest.
Puppies. It's like there's a couple puppies. They were over here. Now they're going inside over here. But it looks like most of them are over here right now.
Oh, all right.
But they have these really cute little setups. Let's see, that one says kindergarten. That one says junior high on it. So I think they put them in based on their age in their little areas. So it's cute.
I don't know if you can see them, but there's a couple little puppies just snoozing there in the shade. Nice little cool breeze on them. And once again, crikeys, we find Sharon in her natural... Once again, crikeys, we find Sharon in her natural habitat, shopping for Shatsky souvenir items. All right, well, we had a great stop there, great lunch, very cool little place. You saw all the stuff we saw there.
7 minutes, something like that.
Now we're heading to Emerald Lake.
I'll jump on and
Ethan's telling us a little bit about it.
Okay?
All right, so here's Emerald Lake. It's got an amazing green hue to it. And Ethan, our tour guide, was telling us it has to do with the calcium-embodied plankton-like organisms living in here, mixing with silt and reflecting off of light that comes through the water. There's no fish in here or anything like that. It's pretty shallow. There's no rivers or streams coming into it. That's why it's able to have those green colors in there without stuff moving around too much. It's pretty awesome looking.
Well, that was an amazing day with Chilkoot Charter and Tours. If you are in Skagway, definitely a great tour. They have multiple tours you could choose from. We did the Yukon rail, I think, and I want to say Scenic tour, but I couldn't, bus tour. So it was the train and the bus. We took the train all the way up through the Yukon, through Canada. We turned around, got on the bus, and came back down. It was an amazing day. We had lunch. We went in and got to see the puppies at the mushing camp. They also had a couple museums there, which were pretty cool to walk through as well. And it was a long day. It was like a 7-hour tour, but it was well worth it. We went by Emerald Lake. We had a few photo stops along the way. Saw beautiful waterfalls. Gosh, I can't even tell you all we saw. You're just gonna have to go for yourself. Well, that'll wrap up our day in Skagway. Make sure, if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel, because we have a lot more coming your way. And don't forget to click that notification bell so you'll get notified when we post new content. So we will see you on the next video. Goodbye, everyone.